Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, welcome back for another Stranger Things Season 5 update. We got some more photos to go over. This one, however, is not courtesy of Ross Duffer. As you know, if you follow my channel, that's Ross Duffer does do photo dumps quite often, at least every few weeks or so. And, we'll talk about them. We'll kind of theorize about what's going on in the photos and just kind of, it gives us kind of a general idea of what's going on with production of Season 5 as it is currently filming and scheduled to be filming for at least the rest of the year, maybe into next year, just depending on what they can get done. But we got a handful of photos. This time around, it comes from director Shawn Levy, who, if you don't know, is famous for here recently for directing the Deadpool Wolverine movie, and has had a very steady career over the last 20 plus years. He's a very successful director and has done a lot of things over the years, directed a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. And in these photos, we're just going to talk about what he dropped and the updates and just Stranger Things and how we're just steadily making it closer to the premiere or to some kind of teaser, hopefully by the end of this year. We'll get some sort of teaser or maybe even a full trailer, but here's holding on the hope that we do get something. But anyways, let's talk about these photos. This first one, we'd have Finn Wolfhard and Maya Hawke on set. More than likely, this is a soundstage because they are going to do a lot of CGI heavy filming for this because they always have. It's just part of the show. And this is something that's obviously is going to be a very CGI heavy scene depending what they're doing. And you got the blue screen there in back, you got other filming equipment, you got other types of equipment there in the background, and they're probably just walking through sets talking about what they filmed or what they're getting ready to film. And you got this outfit that Finn Wolfhard is wearing that we've seen in a handful of other photos, so this could possibly be something that he wears maybe through the first few episodes. Then we got Maya Hawke there, and what makes this kind of interesting, it seems that her shirt is blurred out, and this, I guess, has popped up in a few other photos where this shirt is blurred out. I don't know if it's a part of the shirt or it's hiding something about the shirt or it's just, something copyright or who knows what that could mean, but they do have that part of the shirt blurred out. But they just got them hanging on set talking and not much else going on there. And moving on to the next one, we got a shot of Shawn Levy. We've got a back shot of none other than David Harbour, who plays Hopper. And, he's going for the very grisly look this season, it looks like. And I think the main reason behind that is because if you recall from one of my earlier videos, and I'll post up the same picture here, but we got Demogorgon Hunter. And I wonder if that means they've actually got a Demogorgon Hunter squad, a handful of people that are responsible for going out there and hunting down anything that's spilled out of the Upside Down, judging from what happened at the end of last season where the Upside Down spilling into Hawkins, and who knows what came out of the Upside Down. So it looks like we got Hopper here. Like I said, very grisly look, very long beard, and he's got what looks like a rifle on the back. And we did see some other photos from that tease that we got from Netflix last month where we saw Hopper on a couple of monitors, and it looks like he's up in a deer hunting stand, and this could just be part of the process where they actually go out there and actually post up in different areas trying to hunt down these things, keep them from hurting people, keep them from spreading possibly. So we got him. He kind of walked away from that clean look that we saw at the end of last season after he escaped the Russian camp and made his way back home, and he was very clean cut and everything, and he just kind of let things go, and he's kind of out there in the wilderness doing his thing, trying to keep people safe, really. So it's a pretty big deviation from what we've seen in the past, where first couple of seasons he was, cop Hopper. He was very sarcastic and just kind of going with the flow. Then as the seasons went on, especially after he took 11 under his parental care, just trying to keep her safe and keep her out of the reach of other people, and just steadily he's become this new guy where he's just trying to, again, keep people safe, trying to keep the chaos under control. So I'm very interested to see how much more of this we're going to see for next season and the final season, of course, but see what kind of guy Hopper ends up being, or what could possibly happen to him. This next one, we just have a room with a silhouette on the wall, and obviously this silhouette is of none other than Lucas, who is very identifiable with that crazy 80s flat top haircut he's got going on. And in this room, not sure where the room is at. There's the possibility that it's at the radio station or maybe even at Hawkins Labs, because they are going to be filming there, or if they haven't already. Some of the filming does take place at the Hawkins Lab, and you got this meter on the wall, these machines right there with the knob, and maybe for a Geiger counter to read radiation contamination nearby. But again, I feel like this might just be in the radio station, because we did have that picture from Ross Duffer's last photo dump where he was outside of the radio station. He was in that open field right there next to it. But who knows? Because they're supposed to be going back to like I said, the lab, where we could possibly see a lot of different things going on. People getting in there, and just who knows what's going to take place there, because like the school, they are scheduled to tear that down at some point, but I guess it also has been on the books for a while that they wanted to tear that building down. But unfortunately for the school and for me, because I didn't get the chance to see it, it is actually in the process of being gutted, and it should be down, I think, by next month. By October is when I think it's supposed to actually be torn down. So I'm really hoping to get down there to see that before that happens, but I imagine it will be quite restricted by that point. And here we got some shots of filming in a forest, but this looks like it also could be on the soundstage, because it looks like there's some blue screen there in the background, but they also could have set this up out in the wooded area, because we did see a lot of photos of open wooded areas with the tendrils or the vines or what have you wrapped around these trees, and they got the overhead red lights to give that illusion of the upside down. So I imagine the upside down is going to be very heavy in this next season, just from what happened last season. So I'm very excited to see how that all plays out. And here we got a Stranger Things Season 5 Director's Chair. It would be so awesome to have this thing. But other than that, we have one more photo, I think. We have a picture here of Finn Wolfhard and Shawn Levy on set, and a pretty well-known set, I believe. This is Hopper's cabin. Judging from the wood panels and the open rafters of the ceiling and the drapes and everything, because we did see at the end of last season that this is where they were when everything kind of unleashed and everything kind of went to hell, and they walked from Hopper's cabin to that hilltop. So this is probably very close in the timeline as far as how Season 5 begins. Could be somewhere right around the same area. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm very excited for this next season, obviously, because it's the last season, and I've just really enjoyed the hell out of the show. I'm ready for it to come back. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the photo dump and my discussion about it, please leave your likes, leave your comments. Of course, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. So take care. Bye.